What's that?
Directly across the kitchen window.
Right.
So like
So that concern is on 100 feet or so. That concern on being over 100 feet from her kitchen window is now going to be down to like 85.
So,
I don't. Yeah.
so that would call for a conditional variance, permanent fence.
We were going to put up trees like arborvitaes.
Deer eat them in a heartbeat.
Well, could be made conditional for the variance to be enacted. It wouldn't go into effect until such time as screening was, proper screening was placed there.
What would that be?
What would the screening be?
Variances can be conditional. There can be provisions placed on variances. We have major concerns from your neighbors about loss of privacy. One thing we might do is require, if the variance were to be passed, require plantings, trees, shrubs, something to block their view.
Just not arborvitae. Just not arborvitae.
Dearly.
Well, we do have pine trees too. I don't care.
I'd really like to do a site review, take a look at this.
Yeah.
I'd really like to do a site review and take a look at this before I make a decision.
we can do that. Do this thing there and all.
Yeah.
Make
Make a motion
time
for that?
to go there is
It's still under construction. It's like,
Okay, well, that's the other issue. The construction going on now does not require a zoning variance.
No, we had to keep,
Existing.
in order to do this, we had to keep the footprint. We would have loved to have not done that. It would have been a lot easier. We wouldn't be going through this, well, at this point, hopefully, and it would have been a lot more functional too. But it's also, it's prohibitive expense-wise, so.
All right, I'd like to make a motion that we continue this.
I don't know your name, sir, but I wanted to thank you for bringing up the issue of fire prevention and dealing with fire. At the moment, the driveway, yes, it's a triangle, and on one side it's quite steep, on the other it's more shallow. And it comes up, and then a driveway swings between our property. And if the construction and whatever landscaping is put in to create a barrier obliterates that driveway that runs in front of my house, I think that could pose an issue in terms of access by emergency view. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
There used to be a fence there, and they took it down. There was a, right along the property line, there was a fence, and I believe, I don't know, the owner before Shauna took it down, and I believe that was part of the reason.
It brought it away, and we've never had a need for fences.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? So I'd like to make a motion that we continue this public hearing, continue it to next month until such time as to allow the zoning board members to do a site review of the applicant's property.
I'll second that.
Board Member Johnson?
Yes.
Board Member Reese?
Yes.
Board Member Lodi?
Yes.
Board Member Guzeletti?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, give me a house number again. Give me a house number again.
I'm sorry?
Give me a house number again.
667. But if you're driving up there, it says 677. But, you'll see that, and we're all together on the same little enclave.
Yeah.
Okay?
You want me to telephone you ahead of time?
I might have a phone in by then.
Okay. You don't have a number yet? Okay.
I have a cell phone, but there's no cell phone access. I'm actually getting it.
Okay. Well, I'm just a neighbor by the street, down the street, in charge of your properties.
Oh,
Okay, so can I just drive up there and stop by?
Yeah.
Are you in residence now?
well, I'm sleeping there tonight, but there's no running water yet. So I came here to go to the bathroom. It should start moving quickly. We'll be in a month. There's no lock on the door. So. Oh, yeah, I'll keep it.
Oh, the county's impact.
Oh,
In other words, saying,
That's the one you find us for
There was no impact, no county weighed for either of the area variances.
I would love to know just.
Say that again?
There was no county impact for either of the two area variances, so as far as they're concerned.
And this is yours too.
Are you driving through Chico?
Still just fine with it. Yeah.
No.
The use variance is retained.
As we soon as started selling on Sunshine Hill.
Yeah.
As soon as you,
Yeah.
right there, the bridge.
Maybe a month.
Right, so cool.
Yeah, as you're going up.
You pull it out of your hat.
Yeah.
Like 35 feet, right going up Sunshine Hill, then you got like another 35, then you got to make a drop, and then you got another 35 feet.
Yeah.
You kind of get a little vertical.
Yeah, that make it.
You go around her house, that's her access.
They changed my mind. Yeah. That's,
It's gonna go out, it's gonna go out.
Okay, guys, thank you. Mark?
We don't have any more public hearings.
you're right, right.
Somebody has to look at the
How's it going? Nathan Williams, Adrian Williams, cousin. We're here to, for the uses variance on Garfield.
No.
That's what they're doing. We're trying to, he's got some documentation of approved hardship tonight on why he has to.
Well, he explained to you last month about he wants to, right? He wants to, have an existing garage on Warfield Road. And, it's not in use right now. I'd like to rent it out to him. He wants to, start a repair shop on his own. He's been doing it for a long time. Start an actual legal repair shop in this vicinity. Because there isn't one in, I don't know how many miles, Martinville to Shokan or whatever. And to do it legally, he had to, try to get his license, his actual license, so he can be, legal. Requires commercial property to use the license. So that's kind of ran into a snag with that. So we're just trying to, hoping to get, the variance to maybe get this changed over to commercial, or even a section of it for commercial, so he could have a repair shop and have a nice small business, maybe just,
Yes, we brought some documentation
So,
for
yeah,
everybody
I
pays
mean-
for, what the taxes on our property and.
yeah, I'm paying,
All that good stuff.
it's over $10,000 to have this property, insurance and taxes. And
He's laid off.
Yeah, I'm laid off from
Kids.
work. My wife is a stay-at-home mother of 2, and she's pregnant. And, I kind of would like to have a little help with the bills for the property. And, that's why we're here. There isn't any, close by neighbors. I mean, there's a couple properties this side that the DEP has taken over. There's going to be some forever wilds. And there aren't any buildings close by, any residents close by. It is zoned like a multi-residential zoning. It's like 685 or something acres. That's, it's kind of a bad time to be doing this with the whole railroad thing. We're not building the railroad.
Yeah, the shop's already there.
Yeah,
We're gonna abide by all
building's
the
existing.
DP rules, any kind of regulations they have.
There's no, there's no additions, there's no building,
Yep.
there's no anything.
Not building anything.
He's a very clean, neat worker.
How many acres you guys on?
It's almost 6, 5, have something? Just 5.96. Yeah.
Andy, did you want to provide Jill any information about?
Do you have those papers?
Oh, did you want to see the, like, I just took it. It's just taxes and insurance bill, which is,
Yeah, you guys know that she provided you with the information that for the use variance, you actually have to prove that the hardship that you're claiming is not self-created, number one.
right,
And number two, you have to provide dollar and cents information as to why this is the only possible avenue for you to reap financial benefit. That's the only way you can do it is by doing this. You can't, there's nothing else you can do. You've actually got to provide like carried financial information, as dollar and cents information as to all the other possibilities allowed in that zoning. I'm not sure what it is there. It's
1.5.
1.5, okay. You know, what are all the other uses that are permissible in the 1.5 zone? Why, and what money they would generate in that area if you were to sell, get rid of, or rent, or whatever that property. Just so you know, those are the two things you need to provide. Now, do any of you guys have any questions about this?
Oh, yeah, then location, which I believe is right actually on the banks of the creek, right?
not on the bank, no. It's so many feet off. They
Yeah,
gave you,
just
they gave you a
remember
measurement. Map.
So is it in the floodplain? You know that?
It's in the byway, right?
In the floodway.
Floodway.
Yeah.
So is that all meant to
Is there a law that you can't have a repair shop in the byway? Is it-
I'm not certain.
I mean, the fact that it is in the floodway, and we've had these increasing frequencies and severities of flood, puts your property in play.
Right.
You might get flooded.
Right.
Especially since it's an auto repair shop, so, you know, we're dealing with petroleum products and all that kind of stuff. So my question is, does that kick off a CEQA review, which is a state process, to determine whether or not the property, the use would be safe vis-a-vis the
yes,
environment? And the environment, of course, is New York City's drinking water.
Right.
So that's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, safe.
I'll research that.
We don't know
We
yet.
need to know that before we go any further.
Yeah, it's
We just gotta should have known that last time.
the fact that we're in the watershed makes it kind of.
So you have to check that there is an actual law saying,
Just as to how stringent the environmental review needs to be, it's the state environmental review. And we
Okay.
still have to send it to public hearing.
I mean, there's numerous repair shops in Margaretville in the flood
Yeah.
zone. I mean, there's
That were underwater.
numerous repair shops that are underwater.
They could, I don't know what their
I
history
mean,
is. It should be.
so I mean, for
grandfathered
them not to
before
build
the-
anything ever because of a flood.
But I mean, the fact that these repair shops were underwater in Margaretville may mean they're
They're
more
still
stringent.
working, still open, still every day in the flood zone. Every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean, you know. we
Well, I
never
know,
get
but
going.
it's just, for someone to think that you can never open up a business because you're in the flood zone, this whole valley's in the flood zone. There's gonna be floods forever.
The depends on this. You could probably
I hear you.
open a repair shop.
yeah, there's probably certain precautions if there is, you know.
Of
if it
course,
is-
there's tanks that don't flip over in the oil, there's whole things that could be for the flood zone.
Any questions? Gary? So I'll make a motion that we set the public hearing for our next meeting, and we'll find out exactly what the secret requirements are going to be for this kind of application, and then we'll proceed from there.
Thank you. Or anything you require from me to bring? Want me to, shit, like you were,
Just-
like you were talking about the,
Well, we gotta send it to the county.
Yeah, because that's the county.
This has to go to county, and I don't think we have enough documentation to send to county.
Okay. What kind of documentation is missing?
Well, just like we did with the Catskill Mountain,
Right.
and they sent it back with the 4 criteria for the use variance, just like you said about partialship and all of that, everything that Rolf mentioned. If I don't send it to county, I know I'm gonna get a phone call, or it's gonna get sent right back up, just like it did before, that it was insufficient documentation, and I'll have to restrict that cycle again.
Yeah, we'll have to have the elevation certificate.
They're gonna wanna know what the situation, what they're gonna do, the elevation, they're gonna know, same thing, it's just with the repair garage for the railroad, how are they gonna deal with containment of anything?
I mean, and also prior, it might not have been legal, but there was also an auto body repair shop there.
Do you guys have a certificate of elevation? Do you possess a certificate?
Certificate of elevation?
Yeah.
I don't possess one, no.
Okay, the town may be able to help you get one.
What's that?
The town may be able to help you get one.
Okay.
Make it easier.
All right, is there a checklist I can take with me to make sure I have everything for next time?
Yeah, we better keep it all.
You can't vote.
A checklist?
No, but we.
For all these
said
things that
public
he
hearing.
needs?
You have the public hearing, you just, I think you have a certain.
I thought you were saying we can't do that.
Well, no, I'm just saying, just like you aware, you have a certain time frame from the supposed public hearing.
Oh, sure, yes, 60 days.
I
Yeah,
give you my
you need to make a decision in 60 days.
Maybe keep your preliminary open, and then we get additional information.
That work.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't close the hearing, keep it open until we get all the
Make
information.
more sense.
Okay.
Can I get a second?
What motion did you say?
Send it.
Have to get the additional information, the certificates, so that we don't end up going into a public hearing and get jammed for decision time.
Yeah, if there's not even an allowable thing in the watershed, there's no sense in going through it. Right?
Well, that's what we're trying to
Yeah.
make sure, there's no sense of playing.
Those are the plain means that we're not going to allow it. So.
And who will find that out?
But it will be up to you to supply the certificate of elevation.
Okay. Elevation, and that will determine whether floodplain fund,
Yeah.
repair shop.
It won't be an ultimate determination.
So who decides that?
Well, it's in both.
Once you give me all your information, we'll send it to the county, and then they.
The county decides on that? As far as elevation and,
The county
County
make a recommendation.
oh, recommendation, okay. And then it goes to you guys to see which way you guys, okay.
We can't make our decision until they.
Till they,
Until the county says, hey, they can open a repair shop in the flood zone or the flood byway. So that's their decision.
They'll submit their, it's not, well, they'll submit their opinion about it,
opinion, okay. All right.
recommendation.
Okay.
And then if they determine that there is a secret review, you will have to proceed with that, I guess.
Well, that would be our determination. So whether it needs a secret review, depending on if that's actually required in a floodway. That hasn't been determined yet, whether this is actually in the floodway. or
The
it
new
is.
maps are coming out to be adopted.
So, the FEMA maps are on already.
Well, we have 2009, but we're going to be adopting 2013. So I'll go research the 2009. This is what makes my job interesting, because I have to look at both sets of maps depending on what the situation calls for. So I know what the 13s are going to be.
Yeah.
And that's where it's
Well, we need.
Clearly in it.
We need to get the information, all that information's changed.
Yeah.
So that's the other issue, these weather events are becoming so much more severe and frequent that the parameters of what can and can't be done, or what is safe to be done, is shifting under our feet.
We understand. We didn't want to do it. We didn't want to do it right.
Fine, I hear you. We want to try.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're asking. We're not trying to do something behind your back.
That's where we're
Wait, we're gonna continue the preliminary until we get all the information.
elevation.
The elevation.
Second it from there.
Yes, I do.
I second that.
But yeah, she's not even done yet. Is that the only thing you're looking for?
Well, the additional, I don't know,
All in favor?
verification of lack of.
Oh, the hardship?
Yeah.
Okay, presentation on your part of.
I think at the last meeting, I gave you a packet of stuff.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
It's okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Good. Okay, that sounds reasonable. I will second that motion.
Second is wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what?
All
What
in favor?
wrong?
All right.
Mark already seconded.
Okay.
Who is it?
I Yeah.
You get 2 seconds, okay. You get 2 seconds, that's all you got.
Thank you.
Thank you. We don't need a roll call for that question.
We're not sending it to public hearing. We're not-
All right.
It's just gonna request more information.
It's just more information.
Don't think we have anything else. That was all our rules.
Yeah.
Done, right, Ann?
That's it.
Okay, the minutes to approve, and also the agenda.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Good to go. I need to go read it.
You want your card? You want your card? Yeah?
Sorry, wait. Don't take that.
Oh, shoot, videotaping this?
Okay.
Minutes. Is everyone ready for the minutes? Yes. Steve, you have?
Something is tight.
I second. This is it.
Mark.
Mark.
I carried it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Two sets of December 16th.
That's our meeting procedure. I thought you put it in, I thought I started reading before.
I thought you just accepted them.
Yeah.
And Mark said, and board member Wilson.
Board member from Congress, or North Korea or something. Do you have another copy of the minutes? You can get out here so I can look at it quickly. No, okay, I got it.
That clock is the same.
From DEP. Well, we still got, so we'll read it in the next one, make a note of that.
Another copy of the minutes.
You need another copy?
Copy of minutes.
Oh.
That's a copy of the minutes.
Don't worry.
Is this one here?
I go to the next one, we'll start making you read all, we'll start making you read
No.
all the notices. Then we won't miss any information.
Okay, do you have a second on your minutes approval?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm ready to vote now.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
What is that?
The new-
Oh, okay. What do they do?
Are you still taking the roll for the approval of those things?
You don't need a roll call for that.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you to adjourn, sir.
Okay. So we're all in favor of approval?
We're gonna read the DEP in
Yes.
next meeting.
You seconded it.
Okay, okay. Oh, good, yeah, I vote for that.
What?
No,
Adjourn.
approval of the minutes.
Oh, my God. Okay, the minutes are approved.
Okay, yeah, that said so. Fine. Okay, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Hey,
Okay, anybody want to read these 35 letters? About
you
the
did
record?
it.
Put it aside.
Yeah, that's the person seen it.
I didn't see it.
A letter from the DEP, NYC, Environmental Protection.
Pertains to,
As written,
I got it.
that the, based on the shut down the meeting. if we do this.
No.
Yeah, read it. Talk about business anymore.
It was in our package, was it?
I don't, I just came from Keith.
No county, no county, well, county has a waiting.
No county.
No state impact.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And now with the fire apparatus tax?
Y'all know the meeting's over, right?
Yes.
But we're not talking.
Yeah. You're not talking.
No, because the meeting's over. They're being quiet, Dan. Don't get busted by you again.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
Concerned citizens foundation.
It's passed. I know what you're talking about. I've been up there.
Three,
Get out of
let me see,
It is.
4, 5.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna give that back to you.
I'm looking at the folder. If they're going to fund her, first of all,
I'll swap it, you keep the papers, I'm
I
sticking
can't
that folder home.
I mean, if you want, otherwise we just stay.
Well, that's
No, wait,
all right.
You can have it for your next.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, okay.
So, if they
All right,
manage to
so-
go down to 14 the other way, they could pull up.
Keith, do you want to
Straight in.
get a hold
And
of
access all
Lawrence?
free housing.
I for that, review the information that Harry
Because of.
Yeah, I'm good.
If you go out to the site,
Contact
say
them.
you want.
And maybe you have a good idea to come to the next meeting.
just, I don't know.
It's going to be right inside.
This is the rear of the building coming up on 214. The hill drives up, the church is on your left.
Church is on your left.
And there, and
The novelty ramp on the
the right. But then the other house is straight back.
Straight back.
If he would be
So, yeah, that's gonna come out, that's eventually.
Right, if that makes to be like, makes sense.
Highlights, obviously, all of them, right, yeah, fine.
Yeah. Well, if this is a church,
Basically,
and this is her house back there.
travels like this.
Yeah, that's where the driveway currently, public 14, driveway currently comes in.
Yeah, that's
like this.
Okay,
This is the issue.
all right, guys.
And the issue is that there's delineation of this property line, so yeah, these guys are pulling in the park, but they don't know where they can and cannot park. So we'll have to address that as to, and, yeah, I know there are concerns, but that's still, the big thing is always happens is they try to throw something, you can't, but that's a planning board, or it's a building department. So,
The only thing is, it went beyond the mark.
Okay, good.
oh my God, I can't even get out of the building. Yes, dear, what can I do for you, what can I do for you today, dear?
These are all the questions. So you can put provisions,
I don't know.
like you can make
I don't know.
someone plant trees,
Yes.
privacy to
Yes,
your
For
neighbor.
area.
The lawyers aren't excited about detention variances, which you can require screening, you can require, there's various things that you can require in the variance, unless agreed upon by the board.
Well, good luck with all y'all, because y'all not saying it work out, right?
What's that?
Those neighbors are